Success Insight shares the stories of the people with passion and drive who make things happen in the world. Here's your host, Howard Fox.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back for another episode of Mindset Monday with Andree Martin on the Success Insight podcast. Andree is our leadership mindset and golf performance coach. She is an LPGA Class A life member, a nationally recognized top 50 golf teacher and expert, a member of the Maine Golf Hall of Fame, and a neurolinguistic programming master's certified coach. Recognizing golf's value as a business tool in today's competitive marketplace, Andree works with individuals, groups, and corporate or organizational clients to create educational and team-building programs that enhance the professional success of aspiring executives. Andree, so good to see you again. Welcome back for another episode of Mindset Monday.
Thank you, Howard. Always good to be back on the podcast and Success Insight podcast with Mindset Monday.
Most definitely. Hard to believe, too. We are in the final quarter of 2022. What a year.
2022 has just flown. I just can't believe we're already on that forward stretch into
forward. I like forward
a great,
stretch.
successful end to a great year.
Yes, ma'am.
Hopefully
yes,
for
ma'am.
everybody.
Yep. So what is in store for us today?
Yes, today's topic is the 4 questions leaders should ask to make anything possible.
I love it.
I've been inspired this year. There have been so many success stories in sports, and I know there are also many success stories in businesses turning things around and really doing well. And I've been very fortunate to be in the golf business, where golf has been a huge benefactor of COVID and everything shifting forward. And while I know a lot has happened in other sports, Mindset Mondays, I like to use golf because that is my baby, my passion, and how I like to help leaders and winners continue to succeed with toughening up and gaining a better mindset. So I like to think today, I'd like for each of the listeners today to listen to the words, anything is possible. And I want you to think back to the month of September, where there were 2 big events. There are actually several, because I could actually go back to the Opens that were tremendous this year with big results. But I'm just going to use these 2 examples. At the Wyndham Championship in Greensboro, Young Kim, and the tour players call him Tom, he started the final day with a quadruple bogey. That's 4 over par. Tour players don't make quadruple bogeys. And yet he won. He still won. It was amazing. And how he maintained that mindset after a quadruple bogey. I can't tell you how many people say, I keep having all these blow-up holes. Well, 2 to 3 blow-up holes for a regular amateur is 1 blow-up hole for a tour player. He had a blow-up hole and still won. And then take it forward to the next week. We know Rory's had a heck of a year. And I wouldn't necessarily say it's been a stellar year. It's been challenging in many directions. And so Rory, the following week, paid attention to what Young Kim did. He said, anything is possible. And he really took it into his mind. And he recorded the largest comeback round, coming back from 6 strokes in the history of the Tour Championship, and he won by 1 stroke. And folks, that's all it takes. 1 stroke. Just one thing in your business can turn it around and make you more profits than you ever thought possible. I was just thinking about the story you just told me about the new client, the coaching client and company that you just signed up for. You weren't expecting it, but you've been doing the work and staying the course and really building strong relationships to the point where You got it. So going back to Rory. Yes. Rory's come close all year. Everybody keeps saying, oh, come on, Rory, you got to do it. And they say it's his putting, but no, he's had great play. He just hasn't gotten the breaks. And I found it interesting in a quote I read. He said, I've come so close all year. I was waiting for something. And I'm thinking, waiting for something? He wasn't waiting, because I know for a fact he has worked really hard. And finally, the stars lined up. In the midst of a turbulent year with the LIV and close possible wins and the big opens, I mean, he's still got that major championship thing behind him. But with hard work, focus, persistence, knowing what it would take to win, it paid off. And he won the FedEx Cup. It was great. And yes, Scotty wasn't playing well, but he didn't focus on that. He capitalized on it. And he goes, I took him down and played and had a great day. And sometimes that's all it takes to make anything possible. That is turning it around, folks. How are you making things possible? And you've got to believe that anything is possible. So I was thinking back through my notes, because we've had a lot of really good mindset topics. I know we had focus. I know we talked about target. I know we've talked about really hanging in there, staying the course. Well, he played his best and it paid off. And then he went on to say why he loves the PGA so much. Because it has the best players and the deepest fields. Folks, that's what keeps leaders leading strong, is they've got great competition, and it keeps you and your game moving forward stronger than ever, paying attention to what you need to do, because that's all you have control over, is what you can do. A strong mindset is not about, oh, woe is me, whining about something, no worries. Leaders ask those who support them, well, what answers do you have to the question? Come in prepared. We've talked about that in past podcasts. And Roy has took everything in and just stayed the course, got the job done, and he won. Anything is possible. So listeners, it's your turn. It's your turn. And I want you to ask yourself these 4 questions to shift your mindset to possible. We see it again. What will your role be the next time you play golf or your sport? If it's not golf, it doesn't have to be golf, but golf's a great metaphor for all of this. How does this example Rory and Ju Young share relate to your business and game today? First, where have you gone out and gotten the job done this year? 2, where have you gone out, done your best, just missed, perhaps even gaining the perfect client? And how are you going to nail the next one? I've had many situations in business where I didn't get that client, but that meant there was a better one coming along. Now that's a better way to shift your mindset and believe that anything is possible. Better things could be possible. All right. So how are you going to nail that next one? Keep your head up. You got to do the math. You got to do your research. You got to get up again. Get the job done and win this time. Number 3, what needs a little more research, a little more deep dive, or study to go out there and have your best day ever? We're now in the 4th quarter. Have your best 4th quarter ever. And 4, who on your staff needs this pep talk? Or is it really you? And how, if it is someone on your staff, how can you support that so that you and your team believe, and go forward knowing anything is possible. Because quitters never win and winners never quit. Yes, anything is possible to win. And by going for the gold, you don't settle for silver. Right, Howard?
Very much, very much. I love it, these 4 points. And I think any leader, any sports athlete can take these points and grow with them and incorporate those points into their own routine to make them successful.
Absolutely.
Yeah. The only thing that I was wondering about is who needs the pep talk, but maybe it's not about the pep talk. Maybe there's somebody ready to step up themselves to take on more responsibility and show what it's like to lead the way.
Absolutely. And so it might be a matter of letting go. And that's our next episode.
Little did I know I was
jumping the gun there, Howard. Jumping the gun, but
Andree,
all of this is possible because
I was teeing up your next episode.
You're already on the next hole, the next round. It's all good.
Go figure that. Fantastic, Andree. Appreciate that. For our listeners, once again, if they would like to learn more about you and your work, where are the best places for them to go?
Absolutely. The best places to go is my website. That's andreegolf.com, Andree with 2 E's. My Facebook site, LinkedIn, YouTube, and, of course, Instagram, right? Good videos.
Fantastic. Lots of good content out there from Andree. Do make sure you go out and be inspired as you start to slow down in the fourth quarter. You can definitely leverage all of our episodes on Spotify, Andree, as well as the many resources that you have available on your website and social sites. So, again, thank you so much for this continuing journey of Mindset Monday. I love it.
My pleasure. Always a pleasure.
All right.
Let's go out and do it. Ask those questions. Anything is possible.
Yes, ma'am. All right, folks. We now know anything is possible. And Andree is just giving you the 4 questions leaders should ask to just do that, to make anything possible. You will be able to find this episode on our website, successinsightpodcast.com, as well as our Facebook and LinkedIn pages on Success Insight Podcast, or wherever you listen to your podcast, especially Spotify, where we have the series, the playlist of all of our Mindset Monday episodes with Andree. And remember to go out to her website, andreegolf.com, and we'll provide a link back to it, as well as to Andree's social sites on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and on LinkedIn. Okay, folks, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, go out there, have a phenomenal day, enjoy the fall season, and we will see you on a future episode of Mindset Monday with Andree Martin on the Success Insight Podcast. Take care now.
Success Insight is a production of Fox Coaching and First Story Strategies. Find us online, successinsightpodcast.com.